in this video we'll be talking about transposition cipher. Note that in my earlier videos I have talked about substitution cipher, and in this the symbol of plain text is substituted by the symbol of ciphertext. But in transposition cipher we use a different type of approach in which for the encryption and decryption the ciphertext is achieved by performing some sort of permutation on the plain text letters. Now for this approach let us consider the first transposition cipher technique, that is rail fence technique. So in this rail fence technique, let us consider an example, and let's consider here the plain text given to us as this is meet me. So this is the plain text given to us, meet me after the party is over. So suppose this is the plain text given to us. So here in this case we write each letter of plain text as a sequence of diagonals and then read off as a sequence of row. So for example, I'll start writing now from M, and then let's write another next letter as a diagonal to this M. So M, E, and then write this as E, T, and then repeat it for all the other letters that we have, A, F, T, E, R, and then we can write T, H, E, P, A, R, T, Y, I, S, O, V, E, R. So now for the ciphertext, what we do is, now the letters which are written as the diagonals, just read them as a row wise. So if I read this as a row wise and first write the first row and then we write the next row. So if I write the first row, so this will become M, E, M, A, T, R, H, P, R, Y, S, V, R. So this is the first row. As you can see, this is the first row, and then we read the next row, which is the downward written in the diagonal form. So this is E, T, E, F, E, T, E, A, T, I, O, E. So this is the ciphertext, and we followed the rail fence technique. Now consider another example for this rail fence technique. And here we can see that we have written this plain text in the form of the diagonals. So we see that T and followed by diagonally H, then I, then S, then this S, then this T, H, E, and so on. So we continue now in this manner. So we have written T here, and then next letter diagonally to this T, which is H, and then I again on the diagonal to this, and S again on the diagonal to this. So now we repeat the process, and then we read the first row followed by the second row, and either we can write this into the capital, or as a standard we write this into the small letters. So if I read it into the small letters, the first row, you can see that this is T, I, T, E. So that is where I have written T, I, T, E, and then N, Y, A, T. So N, Y, A, T, and CMOTO. So CMOTO, and then we follow the next row, that is SSHSSH OLWY. So we can see that here we got OLWY, OEUNW. So the last is OEUNW. So this is how the rail fence technique works. But we can also make it a little more complex. To make the transposition more complex, we can use the technique of one-stage transposition. To encrypt a message, let's write down the message row by row and read the message column by column. So let me to consider an example for this also. So in the same example that we have just done, the plain text is this is the only way to come out now. And here we write now plain text as the columns, and let's also consider the key here is 296418357, and then we'll write the ciphertext here. So now in this example which we have just done, let's consider this plain text again. This is the only way to come out now, and in this plain text I am using now this given key, and from here you can see what is the largest digit we have. So we got 9. So that means there are 9 columns in this. So we want to encrypt our message into the columns. So let's write down the text into the columns first. So in the columns I want to have the 9 columns. So let's write THISISTHE, so that we can have first, second, third, fourth, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. So there are 9 columns, and then write the remaining words according to this column. So we have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then next 9 letters ONLYWAYTO. So till here we have written these are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the next 9 letters COMEOUT N-O, and then we can write W. So this last W that I've written in this row. But now we will not leave this as a blank. We will fill out this with the next any of the letters X, Y, Z, U, V, W, X, Y. So let's fill out these one. And now reading according to this key. So let's now read this according to this key. That this key will defect the ciphertext. So in this ciphertext, you can see the first I have to write the second column. So when I write the second column, so you can see that this is the second column. So let's first write down the second column. So this is HNOX. So that is the second column that I can read here. Then I have to write the ninth column. So in the ninth column, so you see that this is the ninth column. So repeat the alphabets of the ninth column. That is after X, I'll write E-O-O-Y. And then we write the sixth column. So here the sixth column is this one. So let's write down the sixth column S-A-U-V. And then we write the fourth column. So for the fourth column, we got this one. So this is S-Y-E-Z. Then the first column, so first column is here. So this is T-O-C-W. Then we got eighth column. So eighth column is here. So this is H-T-N-X. And then we have third. So third column is here. So third column is I-L-M-Y. And then we got fifth column. So fifth is I-W-O-U. And the last column, that is the seventh column. So that seventh column is T-Y-T-W. So this becomes the cipher text. And now to increase the security further, so we can further encrypt this message and with the same key. So if I use the same key, so what I can do is I can write now this is as a plain text. Considering this as a plain text, I can re-cipher this. So in this case, let's write each one as a column. So we know the key is 2, 9, 6, 4, 1, 8, 3, 5, 7. So now let's write down this as a row. H-N-O-X-E-O-O-Y-S. So writing the 9 letters so that the 9 columns are coming up. So we have first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9. And then followed by the next one. A-U-V-S-Y-E-Z-T-O. And till here T-O is coming. Then followed by the next one. C-W-H-T-N-X-I-L-M. And then so till M we come up till here. Y-I-W-O. After this W we got O. So this is O-U-T-Y-T-W. So now we can again see what is the ciphertext. So looking at this ciphertext, since we have written the earlier one into the row, so this is the arrangement. And now we want to write down this as the original column. So now writing the ciphertext with the original column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the first column is this one. So let's first write down now the letters which is appearing in this. So the ciphertext will become E-Y-N-U. Then writing the one which is appearing in the second column. So in the second column we get H-A-C-Y. Then writing those one which are appearing in the third column. So in the third column we got O-Z-I-Y. And so on we repeat. So we get the ciphertext as. And this is certainly difficult to break. So in rail fence technique, the first row, this is concatenated by the second row. So we say the first row is concatenating by the second row. In transposition cipher, we follow a permutation, and here I am using the pi as a permutation. So suppose whatever be the alphabet or the letters that we have used, so we say these are the n letters or the n symbols that we have permutated through this mapping x pi 1, x pi 2 up till so on x pi m. So this is what we call the encryption process. And in the same way, when we want to decrypt, and let's say this is, we have got this as y1, y2 up till ym. So picking now back from this one y1 up till ym and following the decryption. So we get this y pi inverse 1 and so on y pi inverse m, and this is what we call it as x1 up till so on xm. So now let's consider an example, one more example for this case. So if we consider the length of the key is 6, so considering the length of key is 6, so let's consider, and we consider the permutation which is the key in this case. So let's me to write down, this is the key permutation, And here if we have the position x, so whatever be the letter, so this is the permutation I am going to use. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and the permutation takes this 1 to 3, 3 to 1, 2 to 5, 4 to 6, 5 to 4, and 4 to 2. So this is the permutation that I am going to follow. And in this case, the inverse permutation given to us is, so let's write the inverse permutation also. Now in this permutation, the mapping is 1 goes to 3, 3 goes to 1, and then 2 goes to 5, 5 goes to 4, 4 goes to 6, 6 goes to 2. And in the inverse case, let's consider the opposite way. So in the opposite way, 1 goes to 3, 3 goes to 1. So we write here 1 goes to 3, 3 goes to 1. And then we can see that 2 goes to 6, 6 goes to 4, 4 goes to 5, 5 goes to 2. So we write here 2 goes to 6, 4 goes to 5, 5 goes to 2, and 6 goes to 4. So when we want to encipher, this is what we will use, this permutation. And when we want to decipher, we will use this permutation. So in this case, let's considering this as the key. And now let me to consider some plain text for the understanding this mapping very clear. So the plain text given to us is defend the hill top at sunset. So let's write this as defend the hill top at sunset. So this is considered as plain text. And now let me to write down the ciphertext. For the ciphertext, let's first divide this into the length of the key. So because I have considered here the length of the key is 6. So that means here I need to consider 6 letters at one go. So a block of 6 letters. So D, E, F, E, and D. So this is the 6 letters. And then I'll consider the next 6 letters. T, H, E, H, I, L. So the hill. And one L will go with the other letters. T, O, P, A, T. So this is 6 letters, and then at the end S, U, N, S, E, T. So we got now a block of 6 letters, and now we want to rearrange these with the help of these mapping. So if I look at the mapping, what is given to us, this mapping here, which is here, it says that 1 goes to 3. So the first letter goes to the third one. So that means now in this mapping, we can see that D goes to F, 3 goes to 1. So that means 3 goes to 1. So that means this F goes to D. 2 goes to 5. So this, if this is the 2 position, this goes to 5. So 5 is, let's write down here the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means in the second position, I have to replace this by end. And then we say 4 goes to 6. So 4, that means the fourth position, E will go to 6. 6th position is D. And we say 5 goes to 4. You can read it from here. 5 goes to 4. So N goes to E. And then we say 6 goes to 2. 6 goes to 2. So 6 goes to back to 2. So that is E here. So this is the first ciphertext corresponding to this block of 6 letters. Now repeat this process in the similar way. If we consider this as first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth permutation, 1 goes to 3, so T is replaced by E, so this is E. 2 goes to 5, so this is the replacement, so H goes to I. 3 goes to 1, so 3 comes back to 1, so here it is T. 4 goes to 6, so H goes to L. 5 goes to 4, so this is H. And we said 6 goes to 2, so this is H. E, I, T, L, H, H. And in the similar way, we find that these are the permutation for the remaining one. And now you can simply combine them. So this becomes the cipher text. So just combining these letters, we get the cipher text as this. And now if we want to follow the reverse process, inverse process, to get back to the ciphertext, we have to follow the inverse permutation. And now looking back this into inverse permutation, you see that we again need to write down this into the block of 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the block of 6 letters, and follow in this case. So in this case also we said 1 goes to 3 and 3 goes to 1. So that means first we get D, and at the third place we got F. Then we said 2 goes to 6. You can read it from here, from the inverse mapping which we have given here. So 2 goes to 6. So that means 2 goes to 6. So N goes to E. And then 4 goes to 5. So fourth position, we can write down the numbers also here to understand this permutation. 4 goes to 5. So that means D goes to E. and 5 goes to 2. So in place of E we have N, and in place of 6th position E we have to replace by 4th position, that is D. So you can see that we got defend back, which was our original plain text. So in the similar manner we got the remaining text, the hill top at sunset, and we can then separate it out 6 letter, and then we can further understand it from the reading the text what could be the plain text. We can also see transposition cipher as keyless and keyed transposition cipher. So in this case we do not require any specific key, and here we require the specific key, and this is what we have done earlier also. Now let me to summarize what we have done in the previous case with an example. If the plain text given to us is come home tomorrow, so suppose this is the plain text given to us. So when we follow the rail fence, so or we say the zigzag pattern, so in the first way what we have done is we have written the letters or the characters in this way. So this gives ciphertext as this. And in the second way we can write this into the column form. So suppose I write now the same plain text in terms of the column, and let's consider this as first column, second column, third column, fourth column, and let me to consider the 5 columns. So that means what we should know as a key is how many number of column, and here in this case I have considered into 5 number of columns. So I'll write now the text into the 5 number of columns: OMETOMORROW. And now these places are either you can leave this as blank or you can have a dummy character here. So as I've explained in my last example, by putting a dummy character, now read this as column wise. So now again here either you can read it in this way for the text, cipher text. So if I read just simply from the first column, the cipher text would be COMW, and then read the, if we add a dummy character here, let's add some dummy character here. By adding this dummy character, now we can read it column wise. So we get this, or we can decide the key as given as the permutation. So for example, I would have considered 4, 3, 2, 1, 5. So this could be the one of the key that write the columns in this order: fourth column first, then third, then second, then 1, and then 5. So in this way also we can get the ciphered text. So we note that in keyed transposition cipher, divide the plain text into group of predetermined block or size, and then we use a key to permute the characters in each block separately.